Virgin Galactic, we call you now live from Fremont, California, from the Tesla factory. Yes, we were just there in fact, right there, right now with Zach, one of our biggest investors in Virgin Galactic. And in fact, security came and said, "Oi, what's going on with you?" So we're going to share with you now a live call here coming in from Zach directly from Tesla factory at Fremont, California. And how are you, Zach?
Very well. Thank you, Martin. Great to be with you again.
Great to have you with us. I was just showing on the screen the stock price of Virgin Galactic, now 73 cents. We have got, of course, a reverse split around the corner. The stock is now incredibly undervalued. If you look at the cash, the business, the potential growth, the customers waiting to spend money, waiting to fly, what do you feel as a major shareholder, in which you are, of course, in our eyes, to have Virgin Galactic down at 73 cents? How do you feel?
The option of 1 to 20 gives us two option scenarios. If it comes to 50 cents, 1 to 20 will get us back to the beginning, $10. If the stock will be $1, 1 to 20 will get us to $20. So
Correct.
whatsoever the 1 to 20 going to be happen, the amount of my shares going to remain the same as I had in plan from the beginning. The 15,000, 1 to 20 turns to 750. So my plan is still to stick the same and keep buying in the next 2 years to the delta. Now they make it even easier because basically I need to buy less shares, but the amount of cost will remain the same cost. No matter what, the reverse split, the amount is the same amount to complete my goal.
I want to make it clear to people that aren't familiar with forward and reverse splits, just so you know, when we split, and you end up with 20 for one, or whatever, remember, you've not gained more position in Virgin Galactic. It's the same as having 20 slices of bread or one loaf of bread made up of 20 slices. That's what you've got. You've now got one loaf of bread rather than 20 slices, which make up one loaf. You still have the same amount of Virgin Galactic as you had before. It's done simply as a paper exercise to make the company more compliant with the New York Stock Exchange and all the rest of it. That's the only reason why we've done this. It doesn't give you more stocks because people are going to wake up one day next week and they're going to go, "Oh my God, the stock price is now $10 or $20 if we get to $1. That's not the case. There's just 10 slices has become one loaf of bread. So we need to make people completely clear about that. However, what it does do potentially is weaken the initial position, because now people could look at the $10 and decide to short it again and try and drive it back down to $1 again. And then we are in trouble if that happens again, because one day if you keep reverse splitting over and over and over again in infinitum, eventually you'll have one share for the whole company worth $1. Ultimately, that's the ultimate worst case scenario. This is the first time they've reverse split though. First time. Let's hope it's the last time. But how do you feel now going forward? Do you feel they needed to do this? I know they had to do it because it's below $1, but could they have not done other things to promote the stock rather than let it go down?
Not much has been changed. The flight was wonderful. This morning I listened to the Israeli astronaut. They said something that blew my mind. There is a moment once you pass the Earth, there is a skin layer. Once you step into the dark and into the space that is full of colors. And he said once you step and go through that skin, you realize why Earth is spinning around. And you see the colors, and from that moment you get to the zero gravity. He explained it as the most exciting ride. His family, his friends, his whole family were there in the desert getting a 5-star service from Virgin Galactic from the day they stepped there till the day they left. He mentioned in my language, in Hebrew, to the news that was the most beautiful experience he's ever in his life, and his goal now is to go to the moon. So once again, the experience, the flight is a perfect scenario. No missing pin, no worries about any, and as more we go with solid flies that goes up, land, and eventually do what the company is supposed to do. It doesn't matter who is the CEO, who is the manager, who is the owner of the company, because I'm looking at the success company that will fly people to space. I don't think that any one of the management does help, and changing them not make much help, because Michael is not the one that put the money into the company. He need to bring the investors. He need to pull and interest people to come and join his company. So in this price level, even I, that 3 years I've been investing, I'm willing to double my position in one day because it's worth it, and I'm still in my belief. It's not a question of the money or the amount. It's a question, is it an opportunity to step in the lower price? Because buying at 50 cents or buying at $10 after the reverse split, it's going to be the same amount of money to the shares. It's not going to make much difference. You're right that from $10, it can go back down to 50 cents again. But for my opinion, reverse split in matter of Virgin Galactic, that it's like she's doing redo and start all over, like just today we spec the company. It's like a brand new company starting after a test flight, after 3 years of experience, moving to the right path of the Delta, which is profitable, get more customer, more high altitude, and gives the astronaut better trip, if you can do a better trip, because it's still the same trip to the space.
Right. Well, obviously, I can hear from your answer and your tone, nothing has changed for you. You are passionate about the product. You love the technology. You love the whole mission, what it does, what it means. People enjoy it. We know they've got the customers. However, I just want to put this to you. You've just said that to you, in your mind, management, it does make no difference. It's not Michael who's doing anything right now. All right. But like I used today as an example, if someone turned around to me today and said, we love your YouTube channel, we love what you're doing, your channel's growing, we want to buy shares of it, we think it's going to make more money, they're not buying a YouTube channel, they're buying me. Because if I don't show up tomorrow, I get lazy and can't be bothered, or I start spending all the money that I make and don't maintain the quality of the studio, all the lights fall over, the cameras fall over, the business would go down the toilet and it would be a bad investment. So at the end of the day, we appreciate the product is great and everyone loves it, but the company, the very sentence, the word company is people. Company is people. Company is the CEO, the management, and all the rest of it. Do you believe it doesn't matter who the management is right now? This is a solid company? Because I'm not impressed by the management.
Shamaz and Richard brought me personally into this company beginning, because they're both very successful, and I like the idea of building it. Most of the money that the company spend in Spaceport America to build the facility, to build Eve, to build AFF has been spent already. That's done. That money is gone. We're already in process. We want to upgrade to be profitable. If the management found that the Delta is the best step to get into the profitable, I understand, because we want to be profitable. To still keep running a 4-passenger with losing money, they understood something that they never knew when they started this company. Now, if you ask me about Richard Branson, I like the Sharks, and I watched the Shark Tank when the shark was Richard Branson. And you know what? As a businessman, I don't think he impressed me at all. Even at the show, I was looking, what am I investing? He's not looking at, but sir, British, successful island, and I know we got the money, but it's not about him. It's not about Shamas. They have an idea to travel people to space. 29 people, private people, has been to space by them. And they got each one the best service, the best ride, and the best company to do that. So I am for the company because they did that.
Okay, I put this to you then. So you're happy with what they've done, where we are today. Fair enough. I accept that. Right now, the market cap is 304 million. Not a huge amount if you're a wealthy person, right? 304 for a whole rocket company. If it was such a great deal right now, why is no one just... I mean, Richard Branson could buy the whole thing today. Elon Musk could click his fingers and buy it today. Why is no one going, hang on a minute, 304 million, I'll buy 2. Why is no one steaming in today? What's happening there?
We are in a sleep mode. People ask today, is the Delta is real? I saw a note this morning. Is the Delta is real? Maybe they bullish us with the Delta. Maybe there is no Delta. Guys, there is Delta, there is factory in California, there is a factory in Mexico, in New Mexico, we have in Arizona, and that's why the guys going there. I love when Eric came, was it Eric or Brian brought the picture from the factory in Arizona. That's evident. You can't tell me there is no. I like to be there, I like to see it. Nobody can tell me something I don't believe in and see. And that's why I like to discover. Once I discover space, there is no competition, and I'm still behind that because, as I said 3 years ago, it will take about 5 years. When we knew about the Delta, it's 5 years, and this is an absolutely a great opportunity to buy in a lower cost. My fear is, yes, I'm going to be done because today, in my position, I can double my position in 1 day. But
True.
I build a plan, I plan the plan in 3 years to get 5 years to X amount of shares. Why? Because then the Delta should be, and I let go. When I let go, when I get to my amount and I let go, like you said, I feel like an owner of the company, part of the management. I own the company, and I have few companies like those. I have no doubt that without failure, the only thing can break us down is failure of flight, fatal. We continue on the system, we continue on the path, continue on the Delta, even if 50 cents to a $10, we're going to see in 2 years the $100. You were right with the 50, you were right with the 100. That's the beautiful. Nobody can tell you it's right, it's wrong, because both of them are right and both of them are wrong. But that's the business. You got to keep pushing, they create and they develop. But right now, you're right, only expenses. There is nothing income.
How does it make you feel? I want to know how it makes you feel now. We all know you love the business and you love the product and you know all the rest of it. How does it make you feel when you have been there since the beginning? At some point, the stock price was $65, $70 or near enough $70. You may have bought a share at $70. I don't know. But you've been buying it all the way down. You've been lowering your averages, right? 20, 30, 10, 15, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've been buying all the way down. How does it make you feel when someone can rock up today for the very first time and come in and go, I'm going to buy at 73 cents. So I could buy as many shares that you have for about 80% of the discount. How does that make you feel as an investor, though?
That's exactly what the company trying to do. She's trying to pull more new customers. She's trying to get people more interest. Of course, the flight was the highlight in the weekend. So they're trying to post all the results from the flight. But whoever knows the company knows that it goes to sleep for about a year. Of course, the market goes 6 months earlier. So I feel bad, but it's also an open market, which means that's exactly the beautiful that you can buy on top, you can buy at the bottom. But if you keep buying and you keep supporting your decision, there is no wrong over that and over that. If somebody decide to come and today buy what I bought for 3 years in 1 second, I admire him because he took all my class and lesson and he advanced it toward himself. But if somebody got feared and decide to sell today because he see reverse split is going 50, I'm going to sell. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Why I came to Tesla today? Tesla went hell before they got up. Hell. It was court and lawsuits and everyone came against whatever. Everything, everyone wanted to drag him down. But he shows, no, there is a way, there is a system, there is a plan. Stick the plan, we'll get there. So I have time. It's again about the money, it hurts because you cut half of your expenses in 3 years in 1 second, but that gives you opportunity, double or nothing. But it's still, double is not gambling for me because I know why I'm doubling in the company I like. But that's if it wasn't like why I'm scared, because if I wasn't scared, I would double this morning. But I'm scared. I want to see the 50. I want to see the reverse split, and then I'll start again. So it's like we're starting a brand new company, whatever, $10, $20. I'm okay with that.
Did you hear me say this morning, I made a video that hasn't had chance to go out yet because I've been recording live all day. I've been live since 6 o'clock this morning. I've recorded a video, which will go out later, about the potential chance of me re-entering the market. I've been out of the market, only owning the S&P for a while, for all the reasons you know. But of course, I can change my mind at any point. I can start buying individual stocks at any point. And I've been talking to some major investors over the phone and via text and stuff like that. And there's rumors of a management change, and some very big investors are looking for it and want to see it. Even, we know great businesses have had changes. Even if they're doing a great job, some people change and they leave and people get replaced for all kinds of reasons. But a lot of people... It's
boring if you don't change.
Yes, exactly. You got to grow. But people are saying that they would be looking, as this approaches the 50-cent region, and a management change to really going all in. So there's a lot of money sat on the sidelines of the main markets. Billions of dollars is on the sidelines of the main markets, let alone Virgin Galactic. And it's certainly the leader, even though it's not doing great on a stock price. It's a leader in the industry for space tourism. We could be at a moment just before the dawn here, when suddenly some major shareholders pull the pin and jump in and really make some major purchases, and this stock suddenly flies. Because a lot of people now that they're saying to me, say this is way, way, way undervalued. And for 300 million, you can buy the whole thing. So, a few $1 million entries, half a dozen people do that, the stock's going to start moving quite significantly.
I think that even Virgin Galactic were surprised from the amount of shares people bought from them. They weren't planning to get so many, so they got more shares out. They're giving more shares now. I think it's way above their expectation. The last 3 years, investors... And you can tell, if, for example from you telling me lost money, or Steven, or whoever sold and lost money. I know a lot of people exit the company with lost money. So I'm asking, okay, where's that money? They have it, other stockers have it, somebody else still holding it, right? Yeah. Somebody else still.
Oh yeah, when I sold, I've lost $30,000 on Virgin Galactic, gone. I'm out of the stock right now. Somebody else is holding my stock right now, and if the stock goes up, they make the money from my loss. That's how it works. But
I never sold, so I'm not afraid of that loss.
I was looking at it today, and I was in my video. I said I'm looking at potentially buying 50,000 shares, which is $40,000, with management change, and others I'm talking to are thinking same sort of lines. That's quite a commitment. I'm looking at it now.
It is, but I don't think it's a gamble. It's just to know which point to catch it. If it's the 50 going to 10, or if it's $1 going to 20, I still think it's going to go down after the reverse. So we are in a matter of Fridays tomorrow. So the reverse will be, the new number will be on Monday. If they're doing the reverse split to attract the new buyers because it looks more attractive, it doesn't make any difference about the popularity of the company. They're already known in the market.
So
they already did.
So we're going to get the split in a couple of days. We're going to get, it all done. What is your prediction? Do you think when it splits, whether it's $1 to 10 or 50 to 10 or $1 to 20, when it splits, do you think it's going to hold, go up, or go straight back down? What do you think?
$100.
In the long term, I mean, in the short term.
10 to 100. Short term, it will go. I had the other company of mine that reverse split from $5, from 50 cents to $5, 1 to 10. After being in $5, they went down to $3.67, and now we're back at 5. So not all reverse splits are bad. It just kind of reorganize or renumbers.
So you think if you're going to buy in, wait until the split?
I was willing to jump Monday. After the flight Saturday, I was so exciting. I wanted to double before they even mentioned the reverse split. This company is very excited. The people works there, I don't care. I care about sitting in the front seat of the $1 million with, let's call it 10, 20 years. And they're going to buy me the ticket. That's my plan.
Okay.
That was my plan from beginning when I started.
Okay. But I want you to say to me now, people watching, if they're sat on the sidelines now, if you were their friend giving them financial advice, and you would say, it's a great company, own it, be in it, would you say buy it now, or would you say wait until the split?
That's my biggest question to you. You're the professional. 50 cents or $1. Where will be the split? 50 cents is 10. It's a big difference. I would love to sit in $1. Because if they will get to $1 tomorrow, it will show, yeah, we were kidding you all, guys. We could do the $1. That's not the issue. We just want to look bigger. We want to look 20. But from 20 to 100, it's a 5x. And from 10 to 100, it's a 10x.
Okay.
So,
well, we will see, no doubt. Time keeps rolling on. It's the magic of life. We will find out what's going to happen. There's no hiding it. It's going to happen any day now. We're going to wake up and we're going to see, and then we're going to know. And Zach, I wish you, as always, the very greatest of luck. I want to see it go to $100 just for you. Absolutely. Zach, thanks for calling in.
I appreciate it. Not that I care. It's just exciting to follow. It's exciting to read the news. It's a life. It's a way of style. When you got a fan and you like something and you follow it, it's fulfill your life in happiness.
I agree. Zach Zay,
absolutely.
Thanks for calling in.
Yes, sir.
Drive safe. Bye-bye, mate.
Thank you.
There we go. Zach Zay on the phone, live from Fremont, California. Absolutely great. Calling in from the Tesla factory. Told to move on by the security guard. Should have said he's on the phone to Martyn Lucas Investor. So what do you think of that? Zach wouldn't commit himself to say whether you should buy it now or whether you should buy it after the split, but you got the sentiment of how he feels. Well, all will be revealed soon. Am I going to buy 50,000 shares, around about $40,000? Are my friends going to do the same thing? Are you? Are you going to wait for the split? Are you doing it now? What is about to occur? What do you think? Only time will tell. Click above my head, down below in the description. I'm going to have a phone call with Andy Shovel in a moment. Click over here, for more videos and down here as well. That's it from me. We're coming up to the weekend. Take care of yourselves and each other.